What's saying? This your boy, fellow man. Shout out to Grape TV.
All right. So Wack 100 was basically kind of, I ain't gonna even say sneak dissing. He was basically exposing Drake for being a, for being a little scaredy cat. You feel me? A punk, basically. If you guys didn't know, Drake shot a music video with The Game in Compton some years back, right? And Wack 100 was exposing him for being scared. He didn't want to get out the car, or anything like that. So it's funny how like he's saying that he's cool, that everything is cool now, but it seemed like he was throwing shots at Drake for years at this point, But let me not talk about it. Hear from Wack 100 himself. All right, let's go. Fair use.
Yo, who pulled up and who good and did what?
He talking about the 100. I say the 100 video was shot in Compton, right?
Okay, that's my video. Okay, none of y'all tell me about that video. That's my video.
It says Wack 100 alleges that Drake was scared to visit Compton to shoot the music video 100 with The Game. He also says that if Top Dog wanted Kendrick Lamar to fade up with Drake, then they would have stumped out Drake. So basically he's saying that, all Top Dog had to do was say, hey, put hands and feet on Drake. And Wack 100 saying they would have did it. So he over here saying that he was Drake's protection the whole time. He's protected by the Bloods, and Wack 100 making sure Drake is safe, but not knowing behind the scenes that all Kendrick people got to say is, hey, push that button. And Wack 100 saying they would have stumped out Drake. So I mean, you got to be careful who you rock with friends like this who need enemies, right? Let's go.
Yo, who pulled up and who good and did what?
He talking about the 100. I say the 100 video was shot in Compton, right?
Okay, that's my video. Okay, none of y'all tell me about that video. That's my video.
No, he was just saying
y'all can't tell me about how that happened. What you talking about? He came over there because we told him to come over here.
He got it from me. Wack was there. Wack's video.
My video.
That was Wack's
over there. Stop acting like he just drove up and violated Kendrick or some shit like that.
Thank you, Wack. That's all I'm
saying. Top Dog wanted to come over there and make blood fade up. He'd have faded up. We'd have stomped Drake out about it. Power rule. Don't get it up. Gang culture out here is real. We is not going against Kendrick for no Drake. We'd have blood up. Nigga, if Kendrick would have pulled up and told Blood get in the middle of the street, Blood would have to get in the middle of the street.
Like, man, that's crazy. So he's saying that, he put together that whole music video with Drake in The Game, and the Bloods was protecting Drake, while he's out there, but he's saying the whole time, at the end of the day, he representing Compton, he representing LA, he on Kendrick's side. So, if push come to shove, Drake would have had to see Kendrick head up with the fade, or they would have stumped him out. That's crazy, bro. These hood politics is insane.
So stop all this old woofing y'all doing, bro. Y'all sound dumb as my video is my video. Literally. Like, what the talking about? They ran from the video. We had to go get them. We started moving locations. He started seeing homies come out with sticks to go clear the next block. He jumped in his Escalade and ran. We had to go send to chase him down and bring him back. So what are y'all talking about? This super tough ass y'all talking about with Drake. I'm
Drake is not tough.
That's the part why I said
I was trying to tell you, Brock, not tough.
That's why I said we can't do that. That's why I said we can't do that.
Wack told us a story about this nigga,
seem
bro.
like he was on gangster time.
No, it's
Man, he said Drake was scared, which kind of makes sense. I mean, you and somebody else hood shooting a music video. You've always had beef with Kendrick, because this was years ago, So you basically in Kendrick City shooting a music video, acting like everything cool. And I guess Wack said they was changing locations and stuff, and Drake was scared. He running away. He's skeptical. And the way that you talking, it seemed like he had the right to be skeptical. Because you saying if push come to shove, y'all would have put hands and feet on Drake. That's crazy.
It's not
You really
gangster,
seem like
bro.
Drake-
That's
Matter
like
of fact, the homie pulled up. Trader True pulled up by himself. Wack, where y'all at? What you doing? We got a video. Where
I
you at?
remember
Bomb.
you saying that about
Send me
Drake.
the address. He pulled up by, took a taxi over there. Literally.
you said with all his jury
I'm
on.
talking about
You
find the
looking
taxi.
shaky now, bro. You just said that Drake pulled up like he was on issue,
No,
bro.
listen,
He
y'all don't let niggas
He
finish they
pulled
thought.
up. He came over
did
there
a
because we
video.
told him that's where we shooting the video.
bro, don't backpedal now. You was
Kim, shut the
was
No,
just
it ain't no
saying that-
backpedal because y'all don't let
you
me
was
finish my
just
talk.
saying it
I
like
just said, listen, Cam, listen
Uh-huh.
closely. I said that Wack already told us how he was at that video shoot. That's what I'm referencing. Is what he just
but
said.
you said
When they had to
you
move him
did-
around
you
and all
said
this, that, and the
that,
third. That's
but
why
But why
initially-
y'all even relate? Why y'all even trying to tie Drake to anything gangster tough?
He's not
No,
gangster.
He was
trying to
Not
defend-
at all.
He said
He
he
don't
was
even
Drake stan.
proclaim to do that.
No, he don't.
He
don't.
Brock said
So
he's
why
a
are
Drake
y'all trying
stan.
to make Drake
That's the
gangster
word.
tough?
Gangster, I wouldn't use the word gangster. Nah, hell no.
What are y'all trying to make today?
He tried to make it seem like Drake was standing on business with Kendrick, and he did all this.
I'm
and
saying
dissed
that Drake
Kendrick
did the
and
one.
dropped
Bro,
the
what
album
they
on his
doing? The
birthday and all that
microphone
shit.
is a
Yeah, it's a hip
microphone.
hop beef, bro. The hip hop beef part of it.
Ain't none of them niggas beefing about
Not
nothing.
at all.
Microphone. It's none of them dudes. Like it really, they doing it the way it's supposed to be done.
That's it's good, healthy.
All the rest of these little niggas is up the business.
to keep people talking.
That's what I said,
Nah,
right?
look,
This
Brock,
is how we wanted this.
we-
Nobody's dying. Nobody's getting hurt. It's good verbals. It's a good back and forth. We enjoy this kind of rap beat. Rap. I mean,
No, bro, I still feel the same way of what I'm saying. Like you said when I got stopped you and correct you when you said it was gangster,
But I
right? Did I
said,
stop you and say no, it wasn't gangster? Before Wack came in?
I clarified.
I think so. Like I'm telling you that it ain't no
nothing
gangster.
gangster about it, bro.
But then I clarified. I said in terms of rap, like not like he a tough guy, but like if you pull up in a
And that's what we talking about.
But hold up, bro. But you made it seem like initially, like Drake was on some hard body shit. Like, yeah, nigga,
No, I
I'm
didn't,
Compton
bro.
with the
I
blunt. Yes, you
literally
did, bro.
said
Bro,
Drake
that's the chat,
pulled
bro.
up and did a song, did the 100 song in Compton. That's a fact.
Right.
Now we get down to the deep details. Wack can break down the
But then it
details
took
of
you
how
like
it all
5
went
minutes to
down.
say that,
And
bro.
he also said, what?
Brock, it took you like 5 minutes to clarify that he wasn't on
You can't say all of that. I just said he came and shot the video in Compton. I literally clarified and said,
Drake
not his
is not,
hood.
bro. Look, Drake, Kendrick, whoever this other nigga, J. Cole, none of these dudes proclaim to be gangster, tough, or none of that. None of them. The only one that even has sprinkles of that in their music is Kendrick, because Kendrick really grew up in West Side Road. That's where he grew up. Like he grew up in the middle of West Side Road, so he talking about is he really seen.
But Kendrick never said in life he banged either, so that's why I was like confused what he was trying to say. Right?
Kendrick, yo, listen, Kendrick got power rule all through his song. You just out of town.
Oh, I'm saying like I'm saying
Exactly.
he never
power rule all through his
No,
song.
I definitely heard
Homies
it, right?
names he naming. You just don't know what he's saying when he say certain shit. When he say Duke's line and foe and the Nellas, you just don't know what the he's saying.
No, what I was saying was
we know what the he's saying.
Kendrick has never came out. I'm saying he never came out and said, nigga,
Man, that got power rule all through. He got power rule all. If you was a cop, if I brought a cop in crib here, he gonna say you a lot. That got power rule all through his.
No, I'm saying
I heard the lingo.
What I'm saying is Wack. I'm saying
you should get that because you claim it.
G-homie, that is not finna listen to what you saying. He gonna say that 9 times. He still ain't gonna get it.
So you guys get it, okay? Obviously, he don't sound like he on Drake's side at all. But he kind of switched up today. So we just taking a trip down memory lane. This was a couple months ago, y'all. Okay, so he was like, "Hey, man, you know, Drake was scary. He ain't trying to fight nobody. He not knowing that behind the scenes, we would have ran him up out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? because I guess he was his protection back in LA at one point when they were shooting a music video and stuff like that, right? So let me do this. Let's post this. Hold on, what y'all talking about? Let's do this, man. Just for copyright reasons, we could do this, all right? And check this out, all right? This is when Wack was on No Jumper, and he referred to remember the Pop Out concert that just happened? Kendrick Lamar, he brought out everybody, Crips, Bloods, everybody was out there, right? The YG was even up there. And remember, YG is cool with, Drake, but obviously, I mean, YG from LA. So he ain't gonna choose, Drake over Kendrick, you feel me? And Wack 100 speaks on that, all right? So check this out, you guys. Fair use, fair use.
The West Coast is behind Kendrick. Huge L for Drake.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
The worst part about that was YG.
Because he got mentioned in
he name
the
dropped
Drake song.
Drake could never perform that song and mention YG's name.
Oh.
But see, he did that to himself because if YG didn't approve of that, by you doing that, you'll have K-Dot looking at YG, two niggas from Compton, like, my nigga, like, what you own? So he had to step out there and be like, bro, leave my name.
But YG had a song a couple weeks ago too, where he basically said, like, when there's smoke, don't put my name in it. Basically telling Drake, I don't appreciate you throwing my name in the mix there, even though we may have had a good relationship over the years. You're really seeing how people's loyalty, as much as, giving people career opportunities can help make them loyal to you, still at the end of the day, the street shit, the gang shit, the where you're from shit matters much more.
Hell yeah, that matter. First of all, Kendrick Lamar is the most relevant, biggest thing in Southern California. I mean, on the West Coast, period, as far as I'm concerned. So why the fuck would YG want to be in bad standings with that for no reason? And they from the same city.
Right.
That's crazy. YG did what he was supposed to do.
So the question is,
so after talking like this, which is he's basically talking real greasy about Drake. You feel me? Especially in the first clip. Basically saying Drake will have to, see the fade, have to we'll run Drake up out of LA type stuff, right? But now, after saying all that, he's saying that Drake is safe in LA. So it's like super backwards. So it's like you don't know, what Wack, what side he on at one point. Let's just say this. If I was Drake, I wouldn't trust Wack. All right. He basically said, at the end of the day, we ain't choosing Drake over LA. All right. Over Compton. All right. So shout out to Hot New Hip Hop for the article. It says Wack 100 claims Drake is still safe in California despite Kendrick battle. Okay. It says Wack claims to have inside info. Drake has been living in a not like us world. The rapper has been drowned up by Kendrick Lamar's #1 diss record. Okay. Especially in California. Lamar's Pop Out show solidified him as the king of the West Coast and even alluded to Drake's California love running out on the aforementioned song. Quote, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, Ninja? He spit, I think that Oakland show might be your last stop, Ninja. According to Wack 100, however, the truth is less severe, okay? It says the music executive recently went on DJ Academic's live stream to discuss Drake's California status. He told Act that there's a man named Wacko in Compton called for a ceasefire during the rap beef, okay? Now I can read this or we can listen to it. So we just go listen to it, all right? We go listen to it. So let's do this again. Fair use. Okay, fair use. And let's go.
Do you think that, and two questions, do you think Drake will be good in Miami, and is Drake good in LA?
Yeah, nobody got no issues with Drake in LA. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there. The homie don't like me to mention his name, but he need to give credit where credit's due. Right? It was one man on both sides of the ball, Kendrick and the Drake side. that orchestrated and made sure all safety stayed within both camps. His name is Wacko from Westside Palm Road. Right? We used to see us together. We used to be brothers. We had a falling out about 2 years. It don't matter. If I hear something happen with him, I'm a mount up nigga and I'm a ride. I love him. I love his family. I love his kids and what it is. He don't be on the internet a lot. He is the owner of Teach Me How to Dougie. That was his song. That was his group. Right? His name is Wacko. Y'all want to go follow him. He's Wacko142 on Instagram, at Wacko142. He is the man that was in communication with Drake.
So I guess he trying to say that, you know, this Wacko guy was, you know, the middleman in between this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. And he's saying that Drake is safe now based off this Wacko guy. And I guess he discovered the group Cali Swag District. They used to, you know, that made the song Teach Me How to Dougie. Teach Me How to Dougie. All the girls love me. All the girls love me. So it's crazy how a lot of these people be having street ties and, you know, and they be, you know, gang affiliated. I didn't think that those guys were, you know, I thought those guys were just rappers and dancers. You know, can you teach me how to Dougie? But apparently they got, you know, they with the ish basically. All right. But he continues.
Dougie, that was his song. That was his group. Right? His name is Wacko. Y'all want to go follow him. He's Wacko142 on Instagram, at Wacko142. He is the man that was in communication with Drake's camp. They checked in, and Kendrick's camp. He checked in. If you look at that picture they took on stage, he's like 10 o'clock squatting down, light-skinned dude. You would spell it. Wacko about 50 years old. Very influential dude in comedy from Westside Palm Road, right? Got an impeccable track record. So he is the man, right, that made sure when the songs was going on, he was in between them, right? He's the one that called a dog to wear No More Diss record. He called that dog. So yes, if they respect Wacko enough to communicate with him, right, and Kendrick and them respect Wacko and them to let him kind of turn it on and turn it off, of course Drake could come to California and LA and still move around the way he do. Ain't nobody looking to do nothing to Drake. You know, we just was victorious out here on the back and forth. Kendrick won. But niggas ain't looking to do nothing, Drake.
Hey, okay. So would you advise, we need the Wack 100, you know, manager hat for this one. For any rapper, whether they were involved in the issue somewhat or not, would you advise any rapper to go to Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Montreal, and play Not Like Us? Because some people say
tripping. They tripping, and us letting people know that, and Drake's not a gangster. Let's understand that. He come up around gangsters, you know what I'm saying? He had the Drake Prince factor.
He tapped in with the Hells Angels, though. Were involved in the issue somewhat or not, would you advise any rapper to go to Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Montreal, and play Not Like Us? Because some people say
tripping.
that
they tripping, and us letting people know that, and Drake's not a gangster. Let's understand that. He come up around gangsters, you know what I'm saying? He had the Drake Prince factor.
He tapped in with the Hells Angels, though, ain't he?
He had the J Prince factor. He had the fucking Cash Money factor, so on and so forth. Right. But what I'm saying is they love and respect that man, nigga. He's bigger than Michael Jackson in Canada. So understand that not just the gangsters, the regular motherfuckers. They ain't going for it, and they see that it really didn't go his way in the States. So yeah, Canada is gonna stand up for Canada. Drake is who he is. And you know what? He earned the right to have that kind of following.
Hey, even as big as Drake is in his home country of Canada, I still don't think he as big as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is literally like arguably isn't he the most famous and influential artist ever? I feel like that's crazy to say Drake is Michael Jackson in Canada. I think that's insane. I think Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson anywhere. All right. Anywhere. All right. Just like Michael Jordan. You know? Just like Michael Jordan. You said his daddy more of a gangster than he is. Yeah, his dad from Memphis, right? You said Drake and Kendrick are with the same label. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We talked about that. Yeah, nobody can top Michael. Let me see. There's nothing authentic about him. He copies every Black American rapper he meets. That's a good point. Yeah, Michael is worldwide. You said Drake's persona is manufactured. Yes, he is. You said Hell's Angels living right near Drake. Yeah, they be telling on everything. Huh? It do seem like Wack was kind of like snitching, you know, like describing the wacko guy. Oh, he's this light skinned guy, Pyru. He in his 50s. I'm like, dang. You might as well just, what's his birthday and his shoe size at this point? What's his social security number? I don't know. Wack be giving off feds sometimes. He be, he be giving off the vibe that he the feds. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. He be giving off the vibe like he the feds sometimes. You said Drake didn't come up around gangsters. Yeah, he didn't. It's just crazy how Drake was, able to assimilate himself with American artists and stuff like that. When, if you ever hear his real voice, he put on a black accent, y'all. He know how to code switch. He actually has a strong Canadian accent. You said we don't want Drake here in the Bay. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like when he was shouting out Mac Dre and stuff. Remember that YOLO song? He shot that music video in the Bay Area. I want to say he shot some of the scenes in Crockett, Vallejo, San Francisco. He was all over the Bay for that video. It was called The Motto. That's what it was called. Yeah, he shot that music video, The Motto, with E40 was in the video too. I remember that. Time go by so fast, huh? That sound like a I think that was like 10 years ago, I believe. You said Wack is just playing to the audience demographic on Act platform. Oh, you talking about with the Drake situation? Yeah, because they Drake meat riders over there, man. Act be sounding like, man, he be sounding real sus when it comes to Drake, man. It be borderline. I don't even want to say borderline. It'd be like outright zesty sometimes. Yeah, you said UMG owns Drake. Yeah. They all on the same level. Or on the same label. They all on the same label. You said Michael Jackson's not compatible. You said Wack needs to speak for himself because that's blasphemy. Oh, you talking about the whole MJ situation? Yeah. You said ain't no comparison to Drake and MJ. People will faint when they saw. Man, I remember that. And remember that was before social media. All right. You said my Canadian friends don't like Drake. They says he's messy and a creep. Uh oh. Yeah, R.I.P. Mac Dre, man. You said Drake grew up rich in one of the wealthiest cities in Canada. He's an actor pretending to be a gangster rapper. Yeah. He's an actor. You said grown man fighting over another man is crazy, and comparing that man to MJ is crazy too. Right. Yeah. I remember he stole that Rappin' Forte verse. Rappin' Forte made about. He sued him. He had to pay Rappin' Forte $100,000 for that. It was on that Big Hootie You Love with YG. Yeah, Drake literally stole his whole verse word for word. All right. I think what was that song called? I think it was The Players Ball. I think it's The Players Ball. Look up Rappin' Forte Players Ball, y'all, and then look up Drake YG featuring Drake Who Do You Love, and literally listen to Drake verse and Rappin' Forte. He literally just stole his whole verse. It's like crazy. So yeah, Rappin' Forte made some money, man. Prayers is for Rappin' Forte. He has cancer right now, y'all. If y'all didn't know, man, he's a legendary rapper from the Bay Area. All right. Yeah, we were just speaking about that. Yeah, Drake has stolen a lot of music from other artists. Yes, he has. Yeah. You said I'm not understanding why these fools throwing away their lives over Drake if they feel he isn't a threat. Right. So they not telling us something. But yeah, man. You know I'm gonna keep you updated when it comes to this situation. They're basically saying that Drake can't come to Miami now because of the whole situation with Rick Ross getting beat up in Canada. I don't know. We'll see. Drake is a international superstar. He's going to tour, so he's going to be in Oakland again. He's going to be in Miami, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens.